first inspections of the year. It's not the first site I've been to. I've already been to Wanstead. Couldn't get any good footage there. The sun was far too bright, just couldn't get any good pictures, and it was all a bit rushed. But we're now on the way to the forest apiary, so this will be the first time we've gone through there in any meaningful way. So this is going to be good. It's exciting. It's good to be back in the bees, get the smoker lit, see what we're going to do. Hopefully all 11 up there are still going. We'll see. So yeah, quick drive up, take me about 10-15 minutes. I've got a car absolutely full of supers ready to go on. Hopefully they'll be across the boxes and big enough to go on there. I'm also going to equalise all the brood. Want to make sure that everything's sort of roughly in the same place to make life a bit easier organisation wise. You don't want to be taking different bits of kit for different hives when you can try and take all the same stuff. It just makes life easier. So yeah, we'll get up there, I'll get set up, and we'll show you how our hives are looking up at the forest. Okay, first one of the year. First time I tried to record this, so hopefully it comes out okay and you can hear me. These are normally the longest inspections of the year, because we're going to check for disease, we've got to check the queen right, and count how much brood they've got, check for stores, that sort of thing, and see what they're doing space wise. They're all up in that feeder, so that tells me they want some space for a start. You see, it started to draw out combing now. And bees right up in the top. And there we go. That colony looking pretty good. We'll have a look through. Are they queen right? Is there any disease? How much brood have they got? And these ones will definitely be getting supers added on. Get rid of the dummy board. Go. We're up and out already. Now this queen, they swarmed last year, so this would be a 2024 queen in here somewhere. I may find her, I may not. I'm not particularly worried about finding queens, as long as there's eggs and brood in there this time of year. And there we go, already. I'm seeing the cup. Nothing there, no, nothing in there, just dry. Drone brood on the outside. More. Another cup there. So it's 2 brood. eggs and larvae. Larvae all looking healthy, nice white, pearly white C shapes. Another set brood, ring of pollen. You see the arch of honey sitting over the top, if the light can catch that. It's got a nice pattern, so seems to be a good queen. They're packed out. Again, all laid up. Drone brood, worker brood. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5 so far. God, they do sit on the top, these girls. Drone brood, there's pollen in there. Okay, and that's brood, and that one there I can see is stores. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 frames of stores, 8 frames of brood, sorry. And they will be needing a couple of supers. We'll put that there for the moment so they can all head back in, and we'll move on to the next one. The reason I'm leaving them open is because at the end of all this we might take some brood from there and put it in a weaker colony. If we've got a weaker colony that's down, I'm going to try and get everything roughly the same amount of brood. Again, they're up in this feeder. This looks like a colony in need of a bit of space as well. See if you can see that. Well, so see there, that's a colony in need of some space. Filled up. go and get my bucket and clean all of that off in a minute. Okay. Just clearing all this off because we're going to need to get queen excluder on top of here, and then we're given, I've got drawn supers and fresh foundation as well for them to fill. We want all this in there, not sat on top of brood frames like this. So into the orange bucket it goes. Okay. Again, got a not sticky with honey. We've got the dummy board out. Just a plastic board, solid work when you take it out. Leaves me a nice gap to move the next frame over. Oh, that's a heavy frame. It's a frame of stores. You see that? Solid stores. Absolutely full. So, again, this is the 2024 queen. Here, that's the first frame of brood, drone brood at the bottom. If you can see that in the sun, drone brood that side as well. This one is worker brood, some drone brood on the bottom. There we go. Full worker brood. Right, they're getting the quid across. Brood again. Yep, frames of brood. So where are we going? That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then sealed again. So that's essentially what we're doing today. We're going through, checking if the brood is healthy, which it is, and checking for the amount of bees they got. Have they got space? Do they need space? These girls definitely do. And the amount of brood across the frames. My rule of thumb is, if there's 10 seams of bees, which I've got here. Then they need their supers. When I get 10 frames of brood, 9 or 10 frames of brood, then we're going to be looking at the demo array. So we'll see how the others go. What I'm going to do is I'll go through the rest of the colonies here, and we'll then, if I find anything interesting to show you, I'll get some footage of that. If not, I'll show you where we're at the end. Okay. Okay, just want to show you this one. Just taking the crown board off. You can see that's where we fed the fondant during that last video for the fondant checks, and they are filling that space up. Another colony desperate for a super. This is the problem when you're feeding blocks of fondant late in the winter. If you don't get here quick enough and the weather turns on you, they fill the space and make a mess, and then you've got to chop it all out. There you can see there's all the brood that's been chopped off. Can't see any varroa on it as well, all looks healthy. So looks like the treatment's worked over winter, which is good. Now we just got to clear up this mess, chop all this wax out, and then check through the brood box. They're not going to be happy with this one. Okay guys, all finished up here. So good news, all 11 colonies that came through the winter are queen rate. The brood is all healthy, and most of them are now up to strength. So we put 2 supers on. They've all got at least 1 super with drawn comb, and some of them got some foundation as well, depending on what we had. Whole bucket of wax cleared off, all came through, equalised around about 8 frames of brood each across them. So that one there, you can see no supers on that. That was a weaker one, got extra frame of brood from that one over there. So she should hopefully get a bit of a boost. And that one on the far end there, also a little bit weaker, got a boost, but not enough bees to stick the supers on yet. So next week they'll probably get a couple of supers. So now we could do with a bit of rain, to be honest. Haven't had any rain for a while, so we want to keep the flow going. There's nectar in there, there's definitely nectar coming in. Came off the frames as I shook some bees off, so we know that's there. We've seen them pulling wax into space, so they've all got supers to expand into. And next up we'll be thinking about swarm control, and when we get the demo arrays on here at the forest. But it'll be Wanstead first. They're always slightly ahead of this apiary, so I'll get footage of what we're doing swarm control wise. Probably not that far off though, the amount of drone brood that's in there. Bees are buzzing. It's been nice and warm for quite a while now, so hot colonies are expanding, so we may get an early swarm season here in the southeast of England. So if you want to see some more of that, again, please like and hit that subscribe button. I'm amazed at the number of people that are watching my little videos, and hitting the like button. The subscribers as well. It's astonishing that you guys want to see an old fat guy witter on about bees. But as long as you guys keep liking it and watching it, I'll keep making it. So until the next time, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you when we're doing some swarm control.